This will be episode 114, cycle 1925 and onward. I really do want to try to push for finishing this month. And then we can start a new playthrough soon. But we have a bunch of new tools that we actually have access to with all the QOL updates. Not able to get around to it earlier this week, but they look really good. I have not used anything yet, but we're about to find out. Pretty sure that they added in a search function, list view options in the build menu, and the disconnection tool. Also, apparently drywall can be rotated now. Don't really know what that's going to have entailed for us, but we'll find out when we actually get in. I'm pretty sure I don't have any texture-based drywall right now. At least not yet, anyway. We will find out once we load in, though. Obviously, we will do a standard priority check, like we always do. At least once the game loads. But yes, I do want to see how the disconnect tool actually works. If it works just like the player's mod, then that's fantastic. It means you don't have to see me doing all this super janky, like the pipe bridging all over the place to make sure things actually function. So, come on, ONI. Woot! I wish to see how this thing works. Come on. Go. Everybody's loading in. Okay, what to say? These are the water underneath my chlorine would be bad. Everything is loaded up. Good. Nothing has exploded from what far as I can tell. Oops. Did you guys ever take care of the pip thing? Yes. Bring over? No. Now I have a disconnect tool in the bottom. Very interested to see what that does. That done. Down here. Water. How does this exactly work? Work on. Hey, Infost. Welcome back. Finally we meet. It's more so welcome back. Where have you been? I assume work. Dealing with the heater kicked in. It's been kind of miserable here tonight. And lots of dust. Separate conduits and connectors. It has access to everything. Okay. That's how it works. That is fantastic. I no longer need to do giant pipe chains to make things not suck. Huzzah! Oh, that's so nice. Thank goodness they finally added that. Okay, so clean that out. That'll eventually get drained completely. Oh, that's so good. We finally have the players mod in base game. That's what this is. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, yes, how goes it, Infost? Hopefully, if you have been able to play any Oxygen Not Included, I know you've been busy. Oof. You get some regular water in there. Stubborn that. Now let me sever all of that. Yep, they added the plier tool earlier this week. I did not get around to being able to do it earlier this week. So sadly, we'll just have one nice long episode for tonight, and that'll be the only thing that goes out. Okay, that's all nice and connected. We drained all the CO2 from this room. No, very close though. It's the it's the pliers mod. So they made it so by default you now have the plier mod installed in the game. I'm actually gonna be able to use it right here. If I do this, it now it technically disconnects this pipe from this pipe. So you no longer need to do the old liquid bridge right there, right here, and right here. So that finally fixes that problem where well, over the entire playthrough, you will, if you've watched the entire thing again on YouTube, yeah, we had to do that a lot. That is now fixed. I don't need to worry about this ever again. It's fantastic. Like, huzzah! It's done. Thank goodness. It's a huge improvement. I am very happy with that. Because it means I can do so much more fixes now without needing to worry about a lot of different things. That's really good. Nope. Gene, bring the rocket back. Come on, buddy. Just land it. Thank you. That's my opinion on Dea. She's not very good. Sad to say it, but yeah. She's not in a good spot right now. Oh, by the way, Infest, we have hit 77,970.2 kilograms worth of nuclear waste. Also, I have no idea where you went out. Nope. Oops, please recover that pip. Nope. And I did end up building a full buffer gate based on weight for the nuclear reactor. It also has a backup failsafe, so I don't need to send a dupe in here ever again, unless it's some sort of extreme emergency. So yes, this is what you're looking at when you want to do a weight plate check. I am not joking. It's a pain in the butt. Definitely worth doing. It's just absolutely a pain in the butt. Also saying I don't really like my nuclear, well, my fissile material inside this chamber. I probably also need to take this weight plate and connect it all the way up here with the input device. Hey Stella, welcome back. And yes, I do. It's only been a week. Have Protopoly or like Commander Hellshot showed up and asked me about that, where it's like I haven't seen them in 8 months, then I mean, I still remember them, but in 8 months. There's been a couple people that have showed up and come by from time to time. Yes, we have many a dupe named after many a people. I haven't seen Soul Cactus either. Ah, I gotcha. Yeah, I was running late tonight. Thankfully, we have plenty of time, but I did have to start late. Besides that, good. Have you had any luck with finding anyone for your model? Nope. I wrangle these two pips. You don't need to be running around. 8, 7, 8. Everything else is working out pretty well. Let me set that up so we can send CO2 up to the rockets. That's fair. I'm going to actually sweep this. Check on the pen here. Okay, good. Temperatures are all perfectly fine. Still sending sand. Good. Ah, so much work to be done. You read this book, I very much dislike that review. The questions and notes for an exam that's worth like 14% of my grade. Ah, yes. Good luck. At least it's not 30%. I remember my thesis research. The thesis research itself made up 60%. 10% of the class was just paying attention to, like, just being active, and then the last was a test right at the end that was 30% of the entire grade. But it was a 60-page research, first and second tier research reports. It was ass. 3 exam, each is worth 14. Yeah, that sounds about right. Cool slush geyser and sealed it away in the end. A cool slush geyser? Oh no! I mean, the cool slush geyser is one of your best friends. I normally just eject the cooling directly into the base where it's needed most. Ah, yes, there is. I know we're currently working towards it. For reference, pull up the colony summary here. You have cosmic archaeology, which is getting every single archaeological object. There's the Great Escape, which is finding the rift and then sending someone to it. And then that pretty much ends the game. And then there's also setting up Home Sweet Home. And all of those require getting everything else done, including GMO, which GMO is a pain in the ass. Doable, but definitely a pain in the ass. I have to mutate every single plant that's actually mutatable in the game, and then analyze them. There's also Mine the Gap, which is mine 1 million kilograms worth of space POIs, which isn't actually awful, weirdly enough. The cluster conquests land and build a base everywhere. Moral ground is just make sure that everybody is doing well. Defrost the duplicant and job suitability. Yes, I have to finish all of those. Right now, we are currently just trying to make sure that we can actually build a satellite to finish the game. That's what this is. Well, the preferred way is to finish all 3 of them. Is you have to find the rift, which is somewhere out here. You have to activate the rift, which is over here, which means sending nuclear waste here to generate enough radiation to be able to activate the rift generator. Then you need to take a rocket, make sure it has the range to get to the rift, and send a dupe through. And then you will get a full-blown ending. And the dupe that I always send whenever we're finishing an entire playthrough is this guy. The poor bastard who was thrown into a cryo tank probably a couple 100 years ago, and he's been stuck there the entire time. I always send this person through first. They're normally the only one I ever send through. And then the Home Sweet Home achievement is just building a giant goddamn monument somewhere in this base, which will probably be down here. And if I remember correctly, the monument was, what was it? 9 by 20? It's pretty big. I have to keep a lot of space open. I also need to clean this out and put the bees down here and set up a bunch of automated systems for nuclear radiation production and nuclear waste production from the bees. Nuclear reactor's working out pretty fine. And right now it's really just accumulating nuclear waste to produce more nuclear waste, so that way we can go activate the rift. And then also getting the space station set up. That way we can send our dupe through. Pretty much. Once you've cleared all 3, you get some extra text documents and a bunch of other stuff on top of the cutscenes that are all in the game. And they are adding more story beat components, is the best way to put it. That will be added, which we can run through with the next playthrough. I cannot retroactively add story bits because, well, I mean, this playthrough is well over a year old, so we don't have that luxury. But yes, there's many things in this game, especially when it comes under the lore and just finishing it as a whole, so we have a long road ahead of us that I'm going to try to condense into the remainder of this month. Hopefully. That's the goal anyway. Oh, the lore? Let's see. There's actually quite a bit to it. I'll go to the database real quick. Where were they? At the tips. What is the lore story time? Yeah, pretty much. Yes, there are new story traits, which these were recently added, but obviously I have to start a brand new playthrough to be able to run them. Yes, there's the Mysterious Hermit, the Somium Synthesizer, aka the Dream Machine, and Critter Fluxomatic. Which, again, can't activate them until we start a new one. But, see if I can find the text documents here. Yes, we've got emails, which is every single email that was pretty much done between the director and most of the Gravitas facility crew. I don't think anyone's actually put together the lore. They keep adding more. All you need to know is there was a company named Gravitas, and they absolutely fucked up everything. They found a special space material called deutronium, which is this stuff that you find all along the walls. This stuff is impervious to everything, is capable of existing across multiple dimensions, and absolutely fucking sucks to work with. Because A, it's immeasurable. B, it has absolutely zero specific heat capacity transfer. It is impenetrable. And it can't be melted. So it is stupidly annoying to work around. Also, it is a wee bit glitchy in the lore and in reality. So when this turns on, deutronium actually multiplies radiation from nuclear generators. Well, the point of the game is you are the colony overseer, and your main objective after Gravitas fucked everything up is to figure out what exactly happened, find the rift that broke everything, reactivate the rift, and keep all of your dupes alive to the best of your abilities. And yes, every single duplicant used to be a person. And now they are printed due to their genetic actual code via their actual genomes. And then every single one of them has some retainment of what they used to be when they were human. Before, becoming just genetic copies via a printing pod. But yes. There is quite a bit of shit that went down. And obviously, they stole our DNA, facilities, our genetic information. 40-odd employees would make for mighty convenient lab rats, and even if we discovered what Gravitas did, we wouldn't have a lot of legal options. We can't exactly go public given the nature of our work. I can't stop thinking about what sort of experiments they might be conducting on my DNA, but I have to keep my mouth shut. I can't risk losing my job. Redacted. I have no idea. I mean, technically speaking, probably not. They're produced via the printing pod more so than anything else. Genetically speaking, when they go to the bathroom, they're just alleviating themselves as liquid. They are capable of handling about 250 times radiation of a normal human being. And also, they are impervious to the cold and can also handle on up to 80 degrees centigrade in the atmosphere. So, most likely not. Well, yes. The Overseer ourselves, as the player, is just a computer. Humanity is long dead. Let's see if I can see it here. Where is it? The main goal is we're a computerized system that's booted up, and our main objective is to keep the duplicants alive. Yes. Because the planet that everyone was living on got obliterated. For reference, let me see if I can find it. Let's see. Play entertainments. Where is it? Let me pull them up here real quick. I have a wonderful little thing that they ended up putting together. Not that one. Where is it? They have many, many, many little videos on Auction Not Included in general. I believe it was the Automation Innovation Pack? It was a different one. Let's see. I can't remember if it was the Automation one or the Spaced Out trailer. Let's see. Oh, also they can't die. They don't even die of old age. There's a mod that allows them to die of old age, but it actually required quite a bit of tweaking. But yes, noobs don't even die of old age. They literally can't die of old age. I had to. They just exist indefinitely, and my main objective is to make their lives as comfortable as humanly possible. While still making it so way they can run a colony and everyone will survive. Just for reference, everywhere that's green, they find comfortable. And this is their main leaving area. So yes, my main objective, as I always put it, is to get a hot tub on every planet. So far, we only really have two we have one working one and one that we're still working on actually getting it set up. But yes. You guys hot tubbed? Yes, you have. Well, yes, we are the computer. That's the point. There's also, where was it? The personal journals. Research notes. This one? Duplicate memories. Nope, not that one. Oh yeah, I forgot about this one. The sunflower seeds recording, which was Pip's. Sadly, that is not the case. Not in this one. Hey, CJ. R6 Siege, what happened? Move the cats. What happened? Where is it? A new employee. Crypto sleep safety. Ah, here we go. Getting banned for using keyboard and mouse. Oh, that's never good. But yes, Stella. Cycle 1. We have no life support in place yet, but we found ourselves in a small breathable air pocket. As far as I can tell, we aren't in immediate danger. Between the available air and our meager food supplies and stores, I'd estimate we have about 3 days to set up food and oxygen production before my duplicates' lives are at risk. Yeah, I know, if we're using gamepad, exactly. Day 3. Almost synthesized enough ooze to print another duplicate. It'd be helpful to have an extra hands in the colony, but having another duplicate also means another mouth to feed. Of course, I could also print supplies to help my existing duplicates instead. I'm sure they would appreciate it. On 15, as far as I can tell, we are hundreds of miles beneath the surface of the planet. Digging our way out will take some time. Yeah, exactly. That's why I was like, oh, Siege? God. And then, yes, we did hit 1,000 cycles. I have hit 2,500 cycles. I've actually hit 3,000, but I don't think they ever added a log. But yes. I always find it funny. It's just like, I consider this a major success. Now just imagine how proud our homeworld would be if they could see us now. 1,500. I wonder if my rats ever made it onto the asteroid. I hope they're eating well. 2,000. I occasionally find myself contemplating just how long eternity really is. Oh dear. And perhaps it would be better to shut off my high thought processes and simply leave the systems necessary to run the colony to their own devices. There's also the cluster worlds. My duplicates investigations of the surrounding space have yielded some interesting results. We are not alone, at least on a planetary level. We seem to be in a cluster of worlds, a collection of other planetoids my actual duplicates can now explore. As resources on this world are finite, I should build the necessary infrastructure to facilitate exploration and transportation between worlds in order to ensure my colony's survival. And then also we have... Where's the other one? I have actually only ever lost a duplicate in my first ever colony in 2017 when the game launched, and the log is still here. For the most part. We as the player are actually playing as the researcher's brain inside of a computer overlord that's actually maintaining the entire colony. Ooh, barbecue. 20 times using a built-in game mechanic. Like games that we're playing. Yeah, that happens. That happens and way more often than it should. And yes, when it comes down to The kind of funny thing that you also need to remember is this is sentient. It's also aggressive, technically. It's passive until someone goes near it. But Experiment 52B was a gravitas tree that was cybernetically enhanced and given sentience. Why they did this, I do not know. But they did it. And if I come over to... Where is it? Not here. Was it Flint Talon? Actually, no, it is a Talon. Yes, there it is. The Neural Vacillator. A brain in a jar. Yeah, I know. They probably didn't expect the tree to be hyper-aggressive. I mean, it eats people, so... It eats any and all food as an omnivore, but it will flat out eat people if they go down near them. But yes, the Neural Vacillator. A literal brain in the jar that can be charged up and used to give your dupes extra abilities. And you gain the extra abilities by getting Neural Vacillator charges from the remaining satellite components and asteroid fields that you can end up finding floating around in space after everything that happened. So salvaging is extremely important. Especially if you want to end up making some super overpowered dupes. You could totally do that. Taking so long. Still worth it though. What is going on with Ariel? You sending it? Yes, you are. Okay, good. The delay is still working, and that's all that matters. Wow, I actually like appeasing the tree, and I don't really feel like throwing people at it. Which is why we automate the tree instead. The only thing is I do need to clean it out eventually. I need to stick another auto sweeper over here and then actually properly lock this room in. Interesting thing is as long as the tree isn't actually actively trying to kill anyone, the dupes actually like his decor value. Problem is they can't go anywhere near him, so there's that. I have no idea what that is, Atu. Still need to eventually come to the water world, but at this point it's kind of like, we'll deal with it later. Star Rail already, or did not get access? I did not get access to Star Rail. Sadly, I did not. So I do need to clean up this polluted oxygen at some points. Again, Atu, I've never played that one, as I said. So I don't know what that is. Oh, we got a bot. Oop. And oop. And block. And report. One moment, chat. All my dupes are dealing with that. Bot. And report submitted. There we go. Taken care of. It didn't send any links or anything, so it didn't get nailed by Nightbot. Instead, it just gets nailed by me. Mission complete. Twitch will probably ban that in the next, like, 10 minutes. Okay. Everything else is working out pretty well. How much plastic do I have laying around? Oh, I should say how much extra. 7,000. Let's check germs. We've sealed in the polluted oxygen. generation, so that's good. I need to cut all of this up. And get all of that out of there. Okay, that should be able to handle it all. Once all this is removed, all the polluted oxygen will sit on top of the CO2, and the deodorizer should be able to clear it. And this is all currently underneath water, so this will not off-gas. So we should be perfectly okay to clean that up, and that'll be the last of the slime lung on the entire map. I probably need to clean the water at some point, but not really that big of a deal. We're not using it for food or anything, so it doesn't really matter. Neat. God damn it. Still despise the fact that I still need to put more water in here. Game, please stop. Stop tormenting me with this. Let's see, where can I take water from? Still need to get these connected. I know they are. Like, they literally nerfed them, and then they're still one of the most useful tools in the entire game. By far. Let me add this. And that. Construction values. Let's max this out. And that. Yep. It's also like how you use them in general. Like deodorizers are just so good. That and also the Buddy Bud, my favorite plant. Because they give off floral scent, which is both extremely effective at clearing an area, extremely beneficial to all the dupes that come in contact with it, except for the allergic dupes, and is hyper aggressive and kills all other germs that it comes into contact with. So, just eradicates everything dangerous. It's so nice. The about allergic dupes are allergic to literally just everything, even not just floral scent. So, yeah, I will never use them ever again. I did it that one time on chat's request, and I will never use an allergic dupe ever again. I refuse. Don't know if we have enough materials for this. Regular piping, go. I really need to send materials over, igneous rock specifically. We have a lot of it, I just can't access it yet. Mostly because it's still at 1,200 degrees. Maybe some of it's down to 700 at least. Pip Buddy's been doing a pretty good job. He isn't going to live much longer though, sadly. Yeah, I know. It's vice versa. The floor is stuck to the table. I just haven't removed it, and I'm just like, eh. It's not negatively impacting anything, so I don't really have to care. It could just float there. Who cares? It's fine. The dupes bolted it to the ceiling. It was just slightly out of line, as you can tell. No well. Everything else is going pretty well. Yeah, we're up to 7k in quick seafood. Pretty good, actually. Okay. Yep. You have one job. Place the sleet wheat here. All I can ask of you. While you do that, I'm going to have the dupes remove that one. My poor Pip is not going to live much longer. He's only got one life left. Like one more cycle in him. I just hope you can actually do this in time. Come on, buddy. I know you're not going to live much longer. You can do it. I just wish I'd... The only other thing I can think of, now that we've got the ability to, technically the player mod, we need the ability to rename pips. That's really it. Like, we need to be able to rename our critters again and give them actual names. There's a mod that lets you do that, but again, we don't use mods here, and it's still one of those things where it's like, I would not mind seeing what, like, how many actual generations that we're in. Because once you... That mod, what it does is when you name an animal, all of its offspring will have the same name, but then start getting Roman numerals afterward. When you get really, really long-lived bases, and like even when you hit like where I'm at, where you're at super sustainable and it can pretty much just run forever, you can really see how far like all of your critters have gone. Frodo, I know you're going to the bathroom. You need to go to this one. There you go. And also, high priority these. I can get water straight into the system, and then I don't have to care about it too much. That one. Wait, can you get the rest? Okay, good. Keep digging, bud. All I need you to do. You're gonna be releasing quite a bit of garbage. Now you need to move. I know. Okay. So that will spread for a little bit until it reaches the deodorizer. As we can see, it's already kicking in. And eventually the deodorizer will just eradicate the rest, and the foil scent will take care of everything else. I just have to be a little bit careful about... I want to clean that one up. Switch everything over to plastic so that way we don't have to worry about that. And once the system gets completely filled, we should be able to vacuum the room. And I don't need to worry about it. We'll say this, the pup print should be able to get rid of the excess oxygen, so we don't have to worry about it too much. Okay, that's already over its given amount, so this is done actually. I will admit, I really do want to switch this out for gold, but it's a bad idea. See how much this actually gets destroyed. About 5 seconds once this is done. Thank you, dupe. Make sure all the rockets are cleared. Oops. Why have you not retrieved the... that's why I was willing to check. Always check. Never trust your dupes. Hoping they would have already taken care of that first, but not looked to be the case. That's 800 kilograms. What it is I don't have enough materials to make the pipe that I need. Actually frustrating. At least it's powerful enough to deal with that. And now I need to shove the steam turbine back where it was. Yeah. Oh, dupes. Why? Why do I see this here? Concern. Gold does a lot for you. Oh man. I just love looking at things made out of gold. You still haven't dug up your gold volcano? Where's Triple? They're very simplistic. The only thing that you need is gold amalgam. I'm not joking. And steel for the machinery, and that's really about it. Just make sure that you don't have the rail touching the spawn point. As long as you do that, you're fine. I still feel like 2 steam turbines is overkill, but I did compress the room because it was... The gold volcano itself is 1 tile lower than where it needs to be, as you can see. So, it's already compressed as... like, it's very compressed already, so I just went with 2. These will never cap. They'll pretty much always stay in orange. But I normally, what I do is we take 1 conveyor meter, set for 500 units. Conveyor loader, auto sweeper. Automation wise, it's literally connected to itself. Temperature 126. And we had a gas pump to remove all the gas inside the room. This gold will end up coming out of this room at around 127-ish. 135. And then it heads down to the radiator. And thankfully gold volcanoes are super simple and extremely weak. They just barely pump out any materials. So even though it's hot... Gold itself does not hold energy well, and it's also capable of being cooled off very quickly because of very high thermal conductivity. My only real issue I'm having right now is that I need to be able to cool these down. I need more energy. Really about it. Assuming you are dormant. Yes. Next activity is in 6.7. Also, I can finally do this. Oh, let me. Oh, not that one. Yes. Yay! I no longer have to do super janky things to make this work. Oh, that's fantastic. I'm so happy they finally added the player mod by default. Also, probably remove all of that, because we don't need that anymore. Oh, I think we also cleaned this out finally. We did. Hooray! Means I could just insulate this box in here and be done. I had a bunch of natural gas that was stuck in there and it's a pain in the butt. And it also means I can finally separate these two. And remove all of this pipe. Oh. We have another bot. Thankfully, it got flagged that time. Very good. Now, that's taken care of. High priority, all of our construction tasks. Get the ball rolling on that. Sorry, dupes. You guys need to be working overtime for this one. Lower this because it's corrected. Rocket is actually empty this time. Okay, good. How did you... dupes, how did a pip get in here? Completely sealed room. I have no idea. Marginal concern. Oops, how? I have no idea. Okay, dude. Okay. Very confused right now. Rocket completely filled. It is. do everything else first, guys. Then we'll build the wall for this room, and then we should be good to go. Also, let's clean this up, that up, that up, that up. Does feel nice seeing all the stuff that we no longer need. Feels good. Okay, you know, all of this up. That way, these guys can go around. Okay. Hydro sensor in there. Okay. Everything else is pretty much taken care of. Might need to clean up one of the water blobs, but that's really about it. I'm pretty that. Pip did me proud. Thank you, Pip. Service was much welcomed. I do need another Pip. I need an elderly Pip. Sweetles. May need to get more water production here. Oh, come on, guys. There's got to be one. Queued up an order. It's right here. Thank you, Vern. Read the Pip. You may continue where the other one left off. I will admit the bigger issue at hand is that building a natural large sleepy farm is a slow and tedious process. It's worth it, but it's definitely slow. That's a given. Okay. I should be able to handle that one. And that means I can remove this one and that one. Yep. We have new principles. Let's see what we got. Old amalgam. Aluminum ore. No positives on helium at all. Ow. That hurts to see. Triphobia and mouth breather with no positive boost. That is... Ow. That's very rare to see. Not gonna lie. Extremely rare. Now, we do have an Ellie. Who's nitrophobic with a green thumb and hard digging. And they have digging, but it's only hard digging level 1. So sadly not very good. I wouldn't mind taking the aluminum, but we'll take the gold. Do more with 2,000 kilograms than I can with 100. Yeah, that is that's some oof right there. Those installed. Allow the pip to jump over. One kilogram of 3. Oops. I just wait for him to make his way over here. And slowly remove the ladders. You need to actually here. Yes. Put a ladder there so the dupes can climb over it. We'll keep this one open, and hopefully this pip will slowly make their way over. Thinking about it. I'll leave him to it for the time being. He'll eventually figure it out. Still feel like I need to add more water in there. We can also finally remove this. Pop all of that up. Go. Perfect T block. Some breathable oxygen in there, 4 micrograms. Need to flip these bridges. Sorry, dude. I really need you to get that done. we flip pipe bridges. Okay, we're sending more sand there, that's fine. I'm thinking we're going to do a rover drop onto the ice planet here soon. Now that we have room. Should be able to go, yep, 9 out of 20, so we can definitely get there. And then back. All the rovers fully loaded. Yes, they are. Good. Yeah, up that to 30, just in case. It's not really needed, but no. Better safe than sorry. Yeah, I need to make sure we can drop in some rovers and start cleaning up the ice planet's surface. Every single time I've ever had to deal with it, it's always a mess. So, let's get the 2 little rovers over there first. And then we can really start looking for the rift generator. I am wondering where Gene? You not able to get over here and help me with this? Oh, doing that instead. Okay, well, that works. There goes Bucket to us. Come in with the assist. Still need to fill in that. I need to put CO2 in here. Okay. No, you are not allowed into the toilet. I refuse. Actually, what is the temperature in here? A nice solid 26.4. Okay. Yes, we will be putting Gene back in the rocket and sending him off. Wherever he may be. Where's Gene right now? Oh, there he goes. Okay, Gene. It is your time to shine. I have 2 rover modules to get delivered. The power of radiation. Go! There's still so much nuclear fallout that we're not capturing. Yeah, well, not the end of the world. Everything else is looking pretty good. Yep, all the slime lung has been officially eradicated from the planet's surface. At least all the naturally spawning stuff anyway. Pretty sure the rest of it is all right here. And it's 69,885. Oh god, 1,700-ish worth of slime lung. I should really lower the temperature on this water and just watch it all die. They really need to cool down the base first before we pull that. Like the entire base, I should say. Okay, good. Yeah, we're just not generating enough power to run all of this. Definitely frustrating. We do when the natural gas geyser runs. That's really about it. I will admit, totally they seeing all that. Everything else is seemingly working pretty well. Nope. Words in the hot tub again. Mission successful. Yeah, I need to find a more reliable source of power here. Even with recycling all the energy from the volcanoes, that's just not enough. Hmm. In theory, I could put it right there. I feel like that's asking for problems. Maybe not. We just don't have the materials, though. Ah. I could put the hot tub there, and it would work. It's just that we don't have the mats to build the insulated pipe to be able to run cyclically the actual hot tub. I can pre-plan all this, but I can't really do anything else with it right now. I need so much more igneous rock. It's actually pain. Okay, that is actually accessible. Okay, good. You make sure everything's working and nothing's exploding. I don't even have enough materials to make an insulated pipe. Oh my goodness. That's just not fun. Almost tempted to just do that. We don't have the materials. We just don't. This is the best I can do. I need to ship an igneous rock, and a lot of it. Problem is I need to cool it down first. At least it's got a framework. That's about all I can say on that front. Yeah, it should work. Let's remove those. Add my ladder segments. Go. Yes, for anyone wondering, you do it like that. Outer sweeper arm right in the middle. 2 ladders on each side so the dupes can still cross. Especially if you want to add fertilizer later. And it's pretty much just set up like this. The downside obviously is this will require a lot of black metals. And this planet doesn't have any way of getting more right now. Besides shipments via teleporter. Not very good. Workable, but not very good. Don't want it pre-built. On, dupes, hurry it up. Oh, we're moving. And I have to at this point. Put gold there. Be fine. That's good. Strategically add some more gold to the system so it'll look better. It'll only be minor, but it'll be enough. And there we go. Nice little bits of green. Okay, so he is currently en route. Set for a 9 priority for when he passes. This should be in range. Yeah, they should get around to it whenever they get around to it. There's that. Hey, we broke 80k. Yes. E1 108. Very nice. Okay, you don't need to manually... whatever. Never mind. There's 9 priority all that. Feeling exhausted. It's already almost 6. Didn't get pulled away earlier, we would have had more time. Sure everything else is working okay. Yep, everything looks pretty good. A lot of small micro base optimizations and tweaks here and there. That's what we did tonight for the most part. Come on, dude. Oh, hip. I think it's gonna take him a little while before he figures out what he needs to do. I'm pretty content with that though, at least so far anyway. 1933. I think we can call it like right here for a stopping point. You kind of want to go farther, but I'm definitely hitting the end of my ropes for tonight. getting pulled away like I did, like right at midnight to do a bunch of house cleaning was just like, ah, crap. All of my plans. No. Yeah, well. It happens. Not the end of the world. Okay, confirm save. Yep, 1933. But yeah. We'll definitely get the rovers down on Monday. So that'll be episode 115. So we'll have 2 rovers running around on the ice/iron planet. And we'll start snooping for the gravitas facility there to get the rift active. Hopefully next time we'll break 90k on nuclear radioactive waste in our current particle accelerator, and then we can really actually start shipping nuclear waste everywhere else. Once you break 100k, it's kind of like, well, now is the time. But yeah, for now, I think that's it. I'm going to chalk that up as a very good and successful episode with lots of progress. Even if it is just a bunch of pace optimizations.